Hello, crafters. This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and we are on day 22 of the Advent Calendar, almost towards the end, and I hope you have really been enjoying this journey. Did you see the card for the 20th? Wow. Talk about a departure for me because of a stencil. So, on the 22nd day of December, my true love gave to me, let's see, another pack of confetti. Okay, crafters, this is an interesting color. No need to go deeper into this one. It's like iridescent taupe. Alrighty, crafters, let's go right into it. Let's get started. Here is my December 22nd card. It is a shaker card. I had all those lovely confetti bits to use. If you saw my Spellbinders Christmas sale video, I had all these items out, and actually most of them are on sale. And this is from the Joyful Christmas collection, and I was inspired by a card on Simon Hurley's website where he used the stag silhouette to make a card. Just had to try it, and I hope you guys like this. I don't know if it's fully masculine, but at least I was going that colorway. It's not brown, but it is black, white, and red, with touches of silver. Silver is the accent color in this. So here you're looking at an oversized A2 card. I wanted you to enjoy the beautiful Geo Snowflake hot foil plate. I love this hot foil plate so much. I did use one other day from the Advent Calendar. So it's 2 colors of sequins in here. And at the end of the video, I have a little quick tutorial showing you how to put together this particular style of shaker, so you can hang in there and watch it at the end, or if you already know how to do shakers, you can just skip that part. In the back, I do have a matte silver cardstock, so that's the background of the shaker. Then everything here is the same foam tape roll from scrapbook.com, creating that shaker, and then I put it on the background. So this in the background, this is Geo Snowflake's background, and I did use some red glimmer hot foil. I didn't bring it with me though to show you the red. Really pretty though. Has a nice little shine to it. You see it? Cute. So that's the background. First is red Geo Snowflakes, and this is all from that Joyful Christmas collection, which the entire collection is on sale. All this Simon Hurley goodness. Next, the floral stag die. That's what I used to cut out that little window there. And in the back of my packaging, I did save that negative. I don't know what I want to do with it, but I do have it. Maybe I'll use it on something. That's what he would look like cut out. Little floral stag. All the florals here, that's from this die set. I tell you, this die set is just such a winner because you can do the stag with his antlers done, build up that face. Or here you go, play with all the florals. This all year round. This one, holiday. So it's the holidays. I decided to do the holiday version of it. I use this die, this die, this. These 4, that one. I skipped these, which is the more all year round floral. Okay, so that's floral stag die. And then on here, this is not on sale though. Fluted Classics. And actually on this card, I used Fluted Classic rectangles and Fluted Classic ovals. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how I did the oval here, making that shaker. This is the size I used, not the largest, the second one. And on the inside, I used the largest. Then the sentiment. Don't you love the sentiment? This is on sale, half off. So what is on sale? All 50% off. Joyful Christmas Sentiments hot foil plate. Just one plate, but you get 5 sentiments. And then there's the accompanying die. So you hot foil once, run the die once, and you get 5 sentiments. So let's look at those sentiments because they all came out fabulous. I used Merry Christmas here, but also we have Season's Greetings, Joy to the World, Deck the Halls, Happy Holidays. And I was playing back and forth. Would I want to use Happy Holidays? There you go. Do I want to use, this was another one I was thinking of using, Season's Greetings. You see? And then now if you saw this piece right here. This is me cutting a second set of black 110-pound cardstock just to have behind here to make my sentiment sturdy and give it body. This is on Diane Revley's journal cardstock, that black journal cardstock. You would use it for mixed media and stuff, but I like to hot foil with it. It's just a nice matte black and it works well, so I like to use that. And I will link everything I'm talking about, including that cardstock that you can hot foil on, and I've had very good results, as you can see here. Really, really nice. Now let's talk about this hot foil roll, because this is pretty. I'm going to bring it up close to you. Look at that hot foil roll. That is opaque white. This is another favorite beside the satin metallics that I love that's new to Spellbinders. This one is called opaque black and white. I use the black, fabulous. Here is the white, fabulous. No big heavy shine, but super pretty in terms of sentiments and backgrounds. I love it. That's why it's called opaque. But look at it. Pretty, right? Here is the shine in the back. Let that stay there. Pretty. And then I built up the florals. Normally what you would see with the florals, I would normally put a gem here. I could have used those centers, but I actually used here. So I think these are like berries for this holly leaf, but I used it as centers. I think it's kind of cute. What do you think? And I stacked 3. Now let's talk about that cardstock. White cardstock, red, and then this beautiful silver. This is from my Spellbinders. When I buy like a Spellbinders card making kit, it comes with some Spellbinders cardstock in it. And I had this one waiting for so long. I know I'm blinding you. It's called Mirror Silver cardstock from Spellbinders. I think I just fell in love again. This one is good. I think Spellbinders really test their cardstock, because on this, just like brush silver, see, I brought the brush silver so you can see too. Both of them take wet glue well. Specialty cardstock is very funny when it comes to wet glue, but it looks like they tested it, and this is two-sided. Just like this one. So now I have 2 silvers from Spellbinders that are like uber fabulous. Mirror silver. I'm going to get myself, I had like a sheet of it. I'm going to get a pack of it now after using it. I love it. And it has a, if you see it in person, almost like a brushed quality to it, which is nice. Brushed in terms of it being strokes. Really nice. It's not just a smooth surface. It does have a little look to it that I'm liking too in person. If you get it, then you would see what I'm talking about. That's what I use here at the top. Maybe you could see it here on the antlers. Oh, the antlers are so good. And I trimmed it down a little bit. And lastly, my gems. This is Silver Mix Gems. I used here the solid part of Silver Mix. And this gem is not fighting with that. Normally, I would have stuck it there. I like that center. Oh, yeah, I'm loving this floral center. All right, now let's flip on the inside of the card. There now is the Fluted Classic rectangle cut out of, I didn't use 110-pound cardstock here because of bulk. 65-pound cardstock because I have the black background. I had another poinsettia left, and I took one of the little branch from the floral stag set, this particular one, and created this and put one center. Pretty. And then I plan to give this to somebody. I didn't do take out some more of the stamps from the Advent to go inside, because it's actually going to be a thank you card. I like the Merry Christmas outside, all of this, and then on the inside. And the person I'm giving it to is one of these uber modern people. They just love everything modern. So I think this has that feel. So I didn't have to go make another card. Alrighty, crafters. Now let's get into that quick tutorial. First, I'm going to use Fluted Classic Ovals. These 2 pieces. If you use that third piece, that cut line, then you're making a full frame. So this part would be open. And you can stick your washi tape on the outside edge. All right, let's run it through the die cut machine. My little baby. Here we are. And then I can put it back in here like so. And slide it back into my little sleeve. Now let's go into the other part of this die cut. Now we have this oval frame. Then you take your stag. Now I'm going to line up where I want him to fall. I want him within the pierced dots, so I don't compromise the oval, meaning that the oval won't lose its structure. Hold on, let me just double check that I'm centered. Okay, there I think I'm centered. Then I'm going to come in at an angle. If you die cut straight on, you see that line? That's a lot of pressure on your machine and on your die cut. When you turn it at an angle, best thing to do. Make that sandwich. Notice how I'm not even taping it down? I could, but I'm not. Real die cutting, I know. I hate taping things down. And I don't want it to mess up my textured cardstock. And my plates are pretty flat because use a tool-in-one. You can save this. I don't know when I would use this color though, because I normally do the stag and brown, but hey, it's a good die cut piece, so might as well save it. Yeah, I think I need to also cut the acetate. Hold on. So the acetate, I'm going to use this piece here, that outer piece. Okay, so I have a piece of acetate here. I wanted to do like that. Cut. Save that piece. It's hard to see with the acetate, isn't it? I know. Run it through the die cut machine. This I'm going to run twice. And here is my acetate piece. It shifted a little bit here when I ran it back, but it's okay because I'm going to cut it down anyway. I don't like to keep the acetate the same size as this image because sometimes when you stick it down, it'll peek out. So I'm going to just trim a little bit off of it. So here we are now close up on my acetate. Now here's another tip with this acetate. You see how it's looking like not crystal clear? More than likely this acetate, well, I know this one has a coating, but when you see that your acetate is looking, see how it's looking foggy? That's usually that it has a coating on it. Let me cut it first before I do the coating. I have roughly 1/4 of an inch here, so I can just do a quick trim. Because it's harder to trim once you glue it down the outside edges, at least I find. So I like to kind of do a pre-trim. Just take off about that 1/8 of an inch all the way around. See? And so I have wiggle. See how I have a wiggle room? So if I'm sticking out at a certain point, I'm going to take off just even a little bit more here. There. Let's talk about where that film is. So, okay, there. I think you can see it even better here now. I know it's like I'm showing you this clear and visible thing. This is why a pokey tool is great also. I like to just run it on the edge. Fine. Okay, it's not on this side. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to just, because sometimes this thing is sandwiched on so tight, like pressure or something, to find the lift. Of course, when I'm doing it on camera, now it doesn't want to lift. I get to it though. Okay, there it is. There it is. So it was on the first side. Watch what happens when I do lift it off. See how it becomes crystal clear? So anytime your acetate is looking just a little bit foggy, see how it's looking crystal clear now? See? Compared to that. Then I'm going to apply some double-sided tape and adhere it on the back side. And I'm going to take my scrapbook.com 1/4 inch tape, go around the perimeter. Because I went overboard with the double-sided tape, I know. I'm trying to cover like every corner of the die cut piece just to make sure that the acetate sticks down. I don't like it puckering. Could I use wet glue? Yes, but I generally don't. Not with acetate. Sometimes that glue just, and the acetate, it just stays wet. And, you know, you could put a weight on it, like a big stamping block. That's a good investment tool. The 4-inch by 6-inch stamping block, they're usually not too heavily priced because rarely are we using them now because we have a MISTI stamping tool or any stamping tool that you do have in your stash. And then here is my bit of acetate that I trimmed down. There we go. See? Nice. Sticky, stick, stick. Stick, stick, stick. Maybe you want to see the foam, right? I love this foam roll. It's just so good. By the way, crafters, if you are new to crafting and you're wondering, why is she always using these Tim Holtz scissors in red and they're black ones? The black Tim Holtz scissors, those are the new Tim Holtz scissors. These are the old ones, but the old ones are really good when you're working with gummy stuff. I have a pair of the black ones too, but I really end up using this because you'll have so many different scissors over the years for crafting, but your main pair, honestly, these are solid. The Tonic with Tim Holtz. See, this tape is really made to just roll out on a straight edge. Oh, it's just beautiful. But here we're working within a shape. I just want to have my shaker bits confined to this area, okay? I don't want it flowing so free within the oval. There we go. Let's see. Clear. Good. All right, I'm going to just put 2 more little bits and move on. Okay, crafters, I'm going to use a little bit of anti-static powder in here as well. Just a little bit, like so. Just for the edges of the foam tape so my bits don't stick. And here I have day 22, and I'm also using day 9. I store everything in little baggies so I can not mix up all my days. It's a lot of product over time now. All right, so I'm going to use both colors. This color is so interesting, this taupey color. So I'm going to put some of the taupey color, like so. Put them all inside, and I'm going to put just a little bit of this just to offer a little bit of contrast. At this point, notice how I put it down there, but once I flip it over onto the card base, yes, everything will go everywhere. Here's another tip. There are 2 types of shaker. There is shaker where your foam is down here on the card base and you just easily sprinkle, then you put the acetate on top and life is great. That's the easiest way to do it. This now is the reverse. So if you want to house everything, you can either take the card base, sprinkle bits, and then put this on the top, like a lot of people put it in the center. But here's a tip that I learned, and I was like, that's so genius. We're going to put another piece of acetate in the back and seal it. Okay, so I'm going to just do a quick freehand here, because the shape of the stag is actually not that big. Like that, you see it? Alrighty, so let me get my tool-in-one. Gotta find that edge again. Of course, again, can't find it. There we go. Still again on the top side. I got this is sandwiched super well. It really doesn't want to come off. There we go. There goes that irritating film, but the film protects it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that clear side down. And I'm going to take up some of the bits here. Remove my tape backing on most of it. Okay, see what I'm doing? There we go. So now, my shaky shake. There it is. This could actually be like a double-sided. You see it? Now it's contained. Then I can just stick it onto any card base that I have. Go ahead. So now it's transportable. See? Cute. All right, moving on. Okay, crafters, so that was a quick tutorial on how to make a shaker and how to also seal your shaker on the 2 sides. You could also leave it that way if you wanted to make it like a see-through ornament type thing. You would just put cardstock on the back side as well. You could do that too. But I like how you can use the acetate panel on the both sides, right? Okay, crafters, so until December 23rd, we are really near the end now. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know how you guys like this take on red, white, and silver. More modern, fun. What's the name of that store? Z Gallery. This is my Z Gallery card. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.